Good afternoon, everyone. It's Sunday, March 16th. I want to take a few minutes to talk about democracy and what it takes to uphold one or keep one together. In a democracy, when one party gets in power, as we have now, they get to write all the laws, review everything that's on the books, and if they can get the votes, change anything they want to change. 30-some% of Americans voted for Trump, 30-some% voted for Kamala, and 36% didn't vote at all. Those are the numbers. Trump won not by mandate, by a little bit, but 1/3 of the country didn't even vote. They didn't think they were going to be heard, or they didn't think it was necessary. I live in a state where I know a lot of people who didn't vote that would have voted for Kamala, and she won the state regardless. So, in this case, this is where the Electoral College fails. It fails to represent the power and the will of the people. It fails to represent what the people want. Kamala might have come up a little short of the popular vote, but I imagine if the circumstances were different, she would have won the popular vote, as did Hillary. This is a situation where we have to get somebody in power who sees the error of the way our system is being run and correct it. And the Republicans have found a glitch in the system. They're circumventing the way that the system is designed to operate by hitting key states and these swing states and making them matter more than other states at all. We see that by the people that run for office just not even visiting some states. They don't matter to them. Because to get into office, you can't give time to some states that are going to vote blue or red and ignore others. We saw this with Trump and running in 2020. We saw this with Harris and Biden trying to run this last time. You see it time and again. The Electoral College lets us down. It does not represent the will of the people. It does not represent what we want. It's what we get. We get a handful of states flipping a coin and making a decision on an election. It's not how democracy is supposed to be run, by a minority share. And elections take involvement. That's why I do this. This is kind of my involvement to democracy. My additional involvement to try to get the word out about key events that take place that are impacting all of us. Right now, they're just playing. The Trump administration is just starting to play the games they're going to play, and it's going to, in due time, it's going to get a lot worse. They're going to start playing with stuff that's really going to affect people, shutting down parts of VA, Social Security. God knows what parts of Social Security. Are they going to shut down supplemental? I don't know. 6 months ago, I would have said no. I don't see them doing that. But now Trump's kind of given the green light to go in there and start tossing people off the rolls on Social Security. It'll be on the constituent to prove that the government's wrong. If anybody's ever filed for Social Security, you know how involved that is to go through that process. To then have to go back through that process, but under even more scrutiny, is going to cause some problems. It's going to be time consuming. And in that time, that person's going to have bills that are due, money they're owed to them if they are disabled. They've already been determined to be disabled, but now you're going to have Elon and his gang of millennials making the decision on whether they are disabled. And more likely they're going to put some half-tossed together, half-baked AI together, or program that's going to go over and scrutinize decisions and hand them a list of X amount of names, and they're just going to throw them all off. There'll be no investigations. There'll be no, review. They're just going to toss them. That's my expectation. And the VA, they don't care. They already got what they wanted out of you. You already gave them your pound of flesh. And some. And now they're just going to throw you to the wolves. I hate to say it, but that's how it's going to play out. They are not going to help anyone when it comes to the VA. They're going to cut that to the bare minimum. Until it starts to affect them in the voting, they're not going to pay attention to anything that involves that. Because they're playing numbers. They're playing a game. They got computer analysts and Elon Musk and all these guys that are running numbers and saying, hey, X number of veterans are going to vote for us no matter what. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Tell them that, no, we're not going to do that. You got veterans being thrown out of town halls, Republican town halls run by Republicans, voters that were handpicked to attend being tossed because the elected official didn't like what they had to say. Let's prove them wrong. Show them that democracy does live and is breathing and is active. It is March 16th of 2025. The 2026 elections are going to start gearing up very soon. And my thoughts are that my expectations are it's going to get very chippy, very fast, and it's going to be a race to the finish line. And these are going to be some of the most pivotal, vital, important elections outside of a presidential election we've had in a very long time. These are going to matter immensely. Voting is all of our ways of giving our voice. It's our way of giving credence to what we want. If you don't want people in power making laws that you don't think are going to make laws that work within your opinion, vote. Either way, I don't care. Vote. Go in there, poke your holes or push your buttons and do what you got to do, but put your word in. Be a active participant in democracy. And if you don't get the results you want, that's just part of the game. But it's better than the alternative. And we're getting a taste right now of what the alternative looks like. Where one party has all the say. They're doing all kinds of things that are just absolutely mind-blowing. If this was a Democrat doing any of this stuff, Fox News would be running 24-hour marathons of America in emergency or America in crisis. And there is no liberal news out there. There's some stations that may lean liberal, but none of them are running 24-hour marathons of America in crisis or America at war with itself. That's what Fox News would be playing right now if this was a Democrat. Can you imagine Joe Biden coming out, stuttering and mumbling some words and saying America was in crisis right now, or we had to do this, that, and the other? What if he decided to just allow all immigrants, or if he did this with immigration? It'd be mind-blowing. If the equivalent happened on the Democratic side, the Republicans would lose their mind. They're cutting VA benefits in aspect by extending wait times and extending delays in getting benefits. And now, as for a court order this week, the government gets to err to their side in cases too close to call with veterans getting disability. So in a close call case where the soldier and the VA are arguing over that that person is disabled, the government gets to pick themselves. Because they fought to get that change. That's what your elected officials did for you last week. They fought to make that change. And that didn't make really big news. But they wanted that change. I guess that's enough for now. Thanks for watching. Please hit that follow like button. I really appreciate everybody watching my videos. It's pretty awesome to see this. I really like really can't thank everybody enough. If you could please follow, there'll be more to come. I hope I keep everybody interested. The more interest I get, then I'll probably start doing some live events. Thank you again so much. Till then, next time.